In the Greenhouse All-Stars, 18 legends of the game return for one more run at the crown. They're here to rekindle old battles, find new names for themselves, and maybe, just maybe, be crowned the best player in Greenhouse history. 4 seasons have all led to this. Each week, 3 All-Stars will enter the Greenhouse, earning power in deciding who goes home each cycle. Players in the Greenhouse designate which players are vulnerable at each week's banishment. Additionally, players are able to earn seeds, the in-game currency, and the vulnerable players can use those seeds to buy their way out of precarious situations. Alliances must be forged, lies must be told, and at the end of each cycle, someone has to go home. It's the ultimate game of negotiation. Do you strike now or save your power for later? Do you rescue a valuable ally or do you hang on to your seeds? 18 enter, 1 will leave. This is the Greenhouse All-Stars.
Welcome
18.
to our second auction. We have Uproot starting bid 3, Green Thumb starting bid 4. Seed count you can purchase at any time for 1 seed. And the Fly Trap starting bid for this round is 18 seeds. So it is the number of players plus 2. So that would leave us with 18 seeds. Just a reminder, at the end of the auction we are going straight to the banishment. Okay? And also, if you happen to trade, please send me a message to let me know. Happy bidding.
Thank you. 20 minutes.
Now, what's the deal here? So I've heard a lot of people. I'm kind of just trying to figure out what's happening because no one wants to keep me in the loop.
Right.
And that's fair. I can't blame people because I'm an easy name to throw out that no one's offended by.
So
I'm not.
No.
This Target thing.
Literally.
I forgot it happened. It's
well, and the Target thing was like, okay, well, who would no one be shocked by?
Mm-hmm.
Who would not get offended? And like we have already talked, and like I
still
feel
good
with you. And if you need any kind of assistance, I am still willing to help you.
Do I need to try to take myself off?
I mean, so when I was buzzing around, the common denominator was your name.
Correct, but I don't know if that means people want to vote me out.
Exactly. No one was having that conversation. It was like, who's going to be nominated? Well, probably Brody. And I said that from a stance of like, well, yeah, I mean, look at what happened last night.
It's the easy
Not
choice.
that I'm like pushing for you to go or anybody to go.
I'm not. Yeah, I can't argue with someone who said like, this is the easy choice.
I think what I was also telling Jessica and Abrielle was like, if you put Brody up, like he's probably gonna take himself off if he wants. So if he's your real target, then don't put him up and give him another seed.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't know if they took that advice or not, but like clearly they gave you a seed. So that leads me to say you are a like obvious nominee just because of last round, but I don't think everyone is like gunning to get you out right now.
Guess just keep me in the loop if you don't mind.
Sure. I would say like
do you think there are people coming after me?
No. Like not in that
I think
like
there's
coming
another
after
person
way.
up there people are going after.
It's you, it's Dylan, and it's
the person people are going after.
Yeah, exactly. I just want I'm a producer sometimes.
Yeah,
I like to
so
get
Patrick,
the story out. Yeah, so Patrick. Okay, yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I think let's go buzz around and then let's touch base.
Okay.
But just know, like, if it comes to the point where you want to take yourself off, like, I'd be willing to assist you with that. So just let me know.
It sounds like it might be the right move.
Yeah. I mean, do you still have seeds?
I have 1 from that.
So did you burn all of yours last night? I
Yeah.
thought you had 7 at one point.
Well, I borrowed them from other people and gave them back.
And you gave them back. I
Because
see.
I'm not a terrible human.
Yeah.
I could have kept them.
Sure.
But why do that?
Right.
That being said, I do think the people might be willing to give those back to me.
Re-give back, yeah.
I
I don't know if you need it yet, but I do think you should at least think about it.
at least start feeling.
Yeah.
Um,
But I think we have the ability to not have to do that and to swing it in Patrick's direction if that's... Because I've heard his name a lot, but I've also heard whispers of Dylan's name a lot because it's getting out that Dylan is like talking about how you were talking about who you wanted to fly trap.
I've talked
And
to 3 different people about that,
And
and
it's-
they all said it came from the same person telling them this information, and I'm not sold that it's not that person lying.
That it wasn't Dylan?
I don't know. Dylan never told me that,
Yeah.
and he knew I was getting it.
I
If he believes that,
Yeah.
why not make that pitch?
No, well, that's what we're thinking. Like, what
I
I'm
think-
hearing is that Dylan is telling people that you were saying you would be targeting non-all-stars, and that list was Meredith, Jessica, Lily, and
So I've been told this by 3 different people.
Right. And I literally said,
Meredith,
Brody would
Lily, and
never
someone
call them non-all-stars, so that had to have come from Dylan,
But
unless it came from
well,
someone else.
that's the thing. So all the people that have said I heard that
Mm-hmm.
said that came from the same person.
Do you know who that is?
I do. I just don't know if you're working with this person.
Okay.
Give me 1 minute.
Yeah, I was just making sure there was no nominee in here.
No, wait. I am. It's me.
Damn, bro. My bad. My bad.
You're good. I don't know if you're working with this person. I'm not saying I'm not working with this person.
Mhm.
I just don't know what the truth is,
Mhm.
and one of these 2 people is lying.
Who are these people?
So it's either, like you said, Dylan,
Mm-hmm.
or it's Christian.
Which, and knowing how, like, knowing their game, it could be either or
Because
both.
all 3 people that have told me that they heard that,
Yeah.
I said, who told you that? And they said, Christian told me that.
Interesting. Okay.
And Christian's playing, and I just told them, and I'm not against Christian by any means at this point,
Yeah.
just because I think I kind of am forced to
Yeah.
work with him.
Yeah.
But he's playing this game and acting, I'm so dumb, I'm ditzy, I'm trying to be funny, I'm not a threat.
Yeah.
But the same way he played y'all season is he just started spreading misinformation
And he's
to break y'all apart.
exactly.
That may not be happening here.
I truly don't know because
But it's weird to me that it all came from the same person.
yeah.
And when did this conversation happen?
Right. I didn't hear it until today.
I didn't hear it today either, which is weird.
Interesting. Yeah, that's true.
weird.
Yeah, it
And-
never came up
And
last
there was
night.
never a conversation last night where I wasn't in the room with someone from season 4.
Mm-hmm.
Never. I was in the room with season 4 person every single time because I knew these are the people that might come after me.
Yeah.
And I never heard that once. And if he wanted to pitch that narrative,
Mm-hmm.
at least say it to me
Yeah.
to where I mention it. Like,
Yeah.
you know?
Right.
Because then I say, well, someone said Jessica, and they could say, oh, well, Brody said Jessica.
Brody said Jessica. No, that's interesting. Okay. So,
So,
maybe he's trying to.
I'm not
he's
saying
putting the
that's
target on
true.
them. No, I know.
I just, I
That's
don't know.
possible.
Who do you feel good with? Because I just talked to 3 people upstairs
Mm-hmm.
who all said they feel good with you, and I haven't talked to you a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm definitely not coming after. Like, you have not crossed my mind ever as a target. I will be perfectly transparent here, and
Mhm.
I don't know if you're working with this person or not. And if you do, it might backfire against me. Shakira won't look at me.
Oh shit.
I think she was closer with Maddie than I thought.
Okay.
Or she just doesn't understand my logic.
Yeah.
And I to be fair, I haven't made a big attempt to talk to her because she doesn't look like she wants to talk to me.
Okay.
And she
I
hasn't
haven't.
talked to me.
Shakira and I only speak in groups.
Yeah.
Like I have not. I don't think talked to her really in a one-on-one. So I
who do
would
you
not call us
trust?
walking together. Well, no one.
So
But
I do trust some people.
I
mean,
feel like I trust like.
Do you want me to tell you my names first?
Sure.
Like, would that make you feel better?
I mean, yeah, but
So I
I-
trust Lily
yeah,
and I trust Abrielle.
I trust Abrielle 110%.
Okay.
Lily strikes me too as someone who like she has no reason to lie right now, so I trust Lily. I don't know if I trust Ross, but I do respect like what he
So
was
he's
trying
one
to
of the people
do.
I talked with upstairs.
Yeah.
That agreed that like so Ross and I think have to work together.
Mm-hmm.
We are both in the same spot. He's just in the less threatening position now.
Yeah.
But in 2 rounds, it might be him in the more threatening position if I'm gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think we're forced to work together. This is the 2nd round in a row where it's all guys on the block.
Yeah. I was gonna say of the girls, I mean I trust Abrielle, and I trust Lily to a point, and maybe
Ava's sketchy.
I haven't talked to Ava at all.
She ratted people. Like I've heard like 3 different people be like, oh, she spread that information about me.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
I think she's known to do that.
Mhm.
I like semi-trust Jessica, which I know is a weird situation for you right now, but like.
No, I actually kind of trust her
Well,
in a weird
like,
way. 'Cause I think she did it because, well, I think people are playing the game through Jessica. Let's say what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
People are nominating, like saying her and getting their nominations through her.
Through her. Yeah. Yeah. This early.
She's not making that decision.
She is a voice of like
She's
the
not
house.
making that
Right.
decision.
And then as far as the guys go, like I touch base with Ross often. Thomas and I talk, but not in like a. Me, him, and Ross did the challenge together, and I'm finding it actually difficult to get Thomas one-on-one, which does give me pause.
Agreed. Like every time I talk to him, it's like he has better conversations to be having.
Yeah. So.
Which just tells me maybe he doesn't not trust me,
Yeah.
but I'm definitely not anywhere near the top.
Yeah. And I've talked to Christian, and like, you know, right now I trust Christian, but that could change at
Yeah.
a moment's notice.
And look, he may be telling the truth, and maybe Gavin did say it.
Maybe
Or
Dylan.
Dylan.
And Dylan,
But
yeah. Dylan, we were in the first thing together, but I've seen Dylan play, so similar to Christian, I'm not gonna put a ton of trust in him this early.
yeah,
So, to answer your question, like again,
kind of up in the air. still.
kind of up in the air for everybody. I'm just
Okay.
trying to make sure that I'm like, if I'm a target, I want to know why, and then I want to work together to not be.
Okay.
So,
The only thing I ask is if it looks like it's me,
Yeah.
just let me know.
Okay.
If I need to ask you for something and some help,
Yeah.
I will repay it,
okay,
and we are good.
Okay.
I trust you more than I trust most people in the game.
work.
So
okay.
take with that what you will.
Okay, all right. Good luck.
Bryce, don't forget to stop the recording. I'm gonna move through.
Yeah.
Good move. You needed to put that on.
It was a twofold thing.
Yeah.
One, you're on the block. Two, we need to put distance between us.
Yes.
But you know I'm not voting for you, right?
Yes. What I'm gonna ask is actually to try to get the uproot here.
If you check your handy dandy pot,
I didn't grab it.
so last night, I was fairly certain I was getting fly trapped.
Yeah.
And so before I left, I told Holly to give. So Maddie had given me one. I had one. You had given me one. Gavin had given me one, right?
Mhm.
I asked her to. I don't know why I decided to not give Maddie hers back, but it kind of good because otherwise it would have got burned.
Yeah.
So I gave 2 to Brandon, 1 to you. So I gave you yours back that you gave me, and I gave Gavin 1 as well. So that one got burned.
Okay. That's
So I need to go see if Brandon will give me my 2 back. I think he will.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. And I'm okay contributing to the fund of Dylan's uproot.
yeah. I'm just gonna start pitching for that, and I'm gonna make as quick talk as possible. But hey.
I think you come in.
Okay.
Confirmed.
Obviously.
I want to get the uproot here. Like I said, would you be willing to contribute to that if you have anything?
Yes,
Okay.
I would.
So what happened? Did I tell you what happened with the seeds last night?
No.
So I was pretty sure I was going to be fly trapped. I bid 4 on fly trap. I got them back. And before I went out, before I went to the noms, I told Holly to give 2 to Brandon, 1 to Dylan, 1 back to Gavin. So I have 0 right now. I'm going to let you, well, it's your seat, so you can keep it. And then I'm going to try to get my 2 back from Brandon.
You definitely need to.
And then I'm going to contribute to the fund.
Do we think we have enough seeds for uproot 1, green thumb 2?
That's a good question.
That's a damn good
You need to
question.
get in the greenhouse.
Bad.
Agreed.
In the worst way.
Bad.
Um,
Do we have enough seeds for that?
I'm not 100% sure. Because if someone tries to outbid me on an uproot, that's where it'll get questionable.
The only problem is that if there was one girl up there, we could say, okay, the girls have drawn battle lines. The problem is there's 3 guys up there, and so we can't pool together as guys because
We're separated.
one of them is going home.
I'm going to also start pitching to the girls to give me seeds, because I think that objectively makes the best sense.
Yes.
I'm going to flip out of here so I can start moving.
Okay.
I'll come give you the seed once I get it.
Try and get some from other people first, and then we'll hand them to you.
Yeah.
Green thumb's not a bad idea because
That's the move.
if we need to get in the greenhouse, we can't keep not getting in.
I have 3.
Okay, I'm gonna have 3 after I have 1.
I'll
I
give,
just fit
I'll
to
give
Dylan.
him 1 to try and uproot, and I'll give you.
Um,
But the other thing is, if someone tries to seed count, they're gonna know that I'm with y'all. Because everyone knows I have seeds. But at this point,
Shane, I trust 2 people right now. I trust you, I trust Brandon. That's the only people I trust fully.
I want to trust Brandon, but I know Brandon's good with everyone.
I think Brandon is gonna work with me.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all even need to work directly together or if I'm just the conduit in between. I'm okay with
I
that.
like Brandon.
Me
I just
too.
know that he has his hands in, which like.
All I'm saying is that Brandon was one of the only ones up here. You were up here last night.
Mhm.
He was one of the only ones looking at people saying, "Are we really giving Brody the power again? That's what's happening."
Yep.
And he was one of the only ones besides you, me, and season 4 that have voiced it. Some of season 4.
Do we think we can get Ava to give any?
Nope.
You don't think?
Mm.
She's not on our side?
Ava's
she win?
Thomas and Shakira.
God damn it.
She's the one that went tell Thomas that I was considering him.
She's good with me.
And I'm not going to tell you that I'm against her.
No, I'm not going to tell you that. But she just tried to pull me. So I'm good with her, but
Ride that. Let them think that you're good with them.
yeah, but we also need to work on the task at hand because if we don't make a move soon, we're going to lose.
They're just going to pick us off.
Exactly.
Because the problem is now we're not only going against the girls, we're also going against Thomas is in that group with them.
Yes.
And Thomas is going to be able to get Brady or a floater here or there.
What about Brody? I think he's on the block, but I don't think he's going to contribute a seed. Do you think?
To agree with them?
Who's that?
It's
Emma?
just me. I'm just gonna towel. It's for Dee Dee. It's for Dee Dee. Okay.
And then also look, Meredith.
Meredith would be the one that I think that we can flip.
I think I can get Meredith.
Okay. I think that Brody would be willing. I think Brody sees the writing on the wall.
Yes.
And I think he's desperate, and I think we could use that to our
If we
advantage.
can get Meredith, me, you, Dylan, because me and Meredith already talked about Brandon and Dylan, so if we can all get that, plus Brody, maybe, we might have a 60.
And you think Green Thumb's the move?
You have to get in the greenhouse.
You think I'm in trouble if I don't?
Yes,
Yeah, I would probably agree.
absolutely you are. I know for a fact you are.
Okay. Alright.
So we need to get to work, and I'm more than happy to give the seats to do this. I'm
Okay.
more than happy.
So if I'm going to have 3 and you have 3, we could almost say, Dylan, I'm going to give him 1, you give him 1, and then the rest just starts going to the Green Thumb fund.
Here's what I'll say. I'll say that Dylan asked me, and Dylan and I are friends, and I told him I would give him seats to uproot. I did, if someone's seat counts. This is only if someone's seat counts. I'll just play Dylan and say, I didn't know that was the plan. I was just doing it for uproot. And then I'll just act pissed off or something.
Okay.
But I think you need it this round.
I would tend to agree. And use it next round.
Yes.
If I don't get it.
Absolutely.
myself.
Hopefully you get in so you can just go and use it twice.
Right.
And then we have to worry about getting the votes to get them out. But that's down the road.
That's, if we get in the greenhouse, we at least have the ball rolling
So I'll talk to Meredith. You have to talk to Brandon.
and get the seats back.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Alright, girlies,
How are
what's
you
the
feeling
move?
about those? No.
I'm real cool with that. Like
I'm perfectly fine with that.
we literally
Sure.
just didn't talk. And,
Could you tuck in just a little?
Oh yeah, sorry.
No.
we didn't really talk, and there was a rumor that Dylan said that I was not deserving of All Stars.
And me and Lily
like,
and Meredith.
and more people. So I'm like,
Yeah.
well, that.
But even
and
more
we
to the
haven't
rumor
talked.
is that it's not necessarily true. Correct?
He said that Brody said it, but he threw the names out. And that's kind of why I wanted to make sure you were here, Ava, is because I don't think all the boys are a sinking ship, but I think that people don't group you in with them.
Yeah.
People value you as more of an asset right
Asset,
now that's willing
sure.
to be valued. I want to pull Ava because I want her to know. I don't think if you're worried, like, I don't know where the vote's going yet. I really don't know, and I'm going to go with whatever makes the most sense in majority. But I just want you to know that if that ship is sinking, I think we all see you on a life raft, off of it. I think.
Mhm.
Genuinely, I'm not working with them.
Even
No,
last
they
night,
went into a room by
the three
themselves.
of them were getting grouped together and not.
Yeah.
They're in the other room.
My thing is, I was already gonna put
Just
up
the-
Dylan, and then someone was like, rumor, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna put it up Dylan.
Are they gonna try to get approved for one of them?
Dylan literally asked me because I told him before.
No, he doesn't.
I told him before. I said, just letting you know, like I might be putting you up, but I'll let you know for sure. And Dylan straight up asked me. He said, if you
Something
prove
happened and
that-
Ross gave his away.
To who? Because the last time I talked to Dylan, Ross had seats. Dylan told me that.
And he was
Ross
only
was
on
saying
seat
he's
count.
completed them.
Dylan straight up, when I told him it was possible that I was putting him up, he said, would you be willing to give me a seed so I can use uproot on myself? And I said, baby, what about this conversation made you think we were close enough for me to give you a seed?
He's
Like,
trying to work any angle.
yeah.
I think Ross thought I think he convinced himself at some point last night that he was definitely going home, and he gave them to people when he didn't get the Venus flytrap. I think he distributed them to people he trusted, and
Last
he
night?
didn't get them back. Yeah.
Mm,
I feel like
Okay.
Gavin might have given him one at least.
On the way out,
Mhm.
Gavin had 0,
He's
didn't he?
saying he is saying that he doesn't have. it.
Yeah.
He put the flytrap bid down. That could be a lie.
No,
but-
Ross did.
Ross
No,
did.
Never mind.
Gavin did
I
not.
want to share. I heard this earlier. I don't know if it's true. That when Dylan gave a seed to Ross for bidding on the fly trap, I heard he may not have got it back. I don't know if that's also a lie.
That's true. That's true.
But-
no, okay. So I had a conversation with Brandon, Dylan, and me.
Mhm.
Okay, and we were talking about potential noms. And Dylan threw Ross under the bus as someone with a lot of seeds. So we want someone on the block who can potentially outbid Brody. We would want someone who would waste their
Waste their
seeds
seeds.
or whatever. And I was like, and I was like, okay, well, you know, how many seeds do you have? And he was like, I gave my seed away. I contributed to the uproot, so I don't have any seeds. So I was like, Ross, who's like, yeah. I went and pitched that to Jessica. Jessica apparently, obviously didn't take it, which is fine.
No, I mean, I literally had 3 options of people that I haven't talked to as much that I would potentially be putting up, and all 3 of them ended up. Like, Jessica and I literally just managed to be on the same wavelength when we
Without
were
being in the same room.
without being in the same room, and I was like, okay, Slay, you can put up who you want, and I'll take the
So
extra.
it seems like if they're in the same room, I'm gonna go ahead and guess that they're trying to figure out a scheme where they band together and gang up on Brody.
Yes.
Is what I'm assuming.
Now
So then
we
my-
need to figure out who
But
is
that's
also then what's that
advantageous
on?
enough.
I think that's what's dangerous, and Brody just sitting there, and everybody knows he's chilling.
Yeah.
Because the people are always going to be looking at Brody.
And the thing about Brody is, he will always find a way to manhandle the seeds out of people. I don't know how he did it last night, but he did it. Those 2, I'm not quite sure that they have the pool.
I
to
think
get seeds from.
people know that it was a mistake with Brody, but I think they do it with them.
And I think they think they're slick. I think they.
Yes.
I'm just being honest. I really think the majority of the cast is all on the same page. I've been saying girls and gays. I even think there's some.
What is that page though?
No,
What is the page?
that
But what's the agenda?
Brody is. What's the agenda? What's the agenda? But
We're all
I
in
think
class, but what's on the board?
Brody is a huge threat. I think those 2 are a duo that is going to go to the end together. But I think everyone would be willing to either split that or Brody.
Okay,
well-
no, but I don't know if I would split that so soon because that's only a 2.
But they get seeds. They're good at that.
Well,
I'm just
they
looking at their season.
potentially are gonna burn both of their seeds this round to buy uproot. I feel like
And then
I feel
we-
like
then we
I
get
would let
Okay.
them burn it.
I
Yeah.
will say,
Yeah.
there is talks from, I can't remember who told me this, but I did hear it from someone else after that there's there's attention to groups forming, people are having an eye on you, Thomas, and Shane, or Lily and someone else who did it with, they put Lily with someone, and they were there's groups that we're not a part of, and I was like, baby,
They're talking about these 2? Said that?
I think I can't even remember. Someone said it to me last night, and I think Dylan kind of reiterated it and said little group things. Maybe it was Brody who said it to me last night, and I was like, whatever, Brody. But there is there's big people with lots of big allies that we need to look at, and I was like, okay, well, I'm not doing that right now. But if that keeps them safe, they will capitalize on that, and they will take the little people like Brody who don't have anyone, or they will pull people in.
So that being said, if they uproot, who's voting?
Ultimately,
Us for it? If they,
We don't know yet because Claire did she announce that she's blocking?
no, but
No,
she
she
said
wanted
that
to
she was
talk to
gonna talk to the nominees
So that-
and see what they would prefer. But
I-
also, if
Why
someone
is she making a deal with the devil?
Yeah.
She's not promising anything. She just wants to hear what they have to
Right.
say.
it could set her up for the future.
I break a tie, but I don't think
So-
we can have. No, can we have one?
I just want to share.
Yeah.
I want to share.
Um,
If they uproot, Brody. If they don't uproot, Dylan.
Well, they can only uproot one person.
Right, I know. So if Dylan gets uprooted and Ross is the one to do it, they're both safe.
So
Then we
you
vote out
would
Brody.
rather
It was
prioritize splitting them up when they're already weakened.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if they burn all their seeds and Dylan gets off the block, Brody's the vote then.
I think Gavin going home made them more powerful. I think maybe not made them more powerful. It pushed them closer together and
Yeah.
lit the fire.
My thing is, who's their currency with? Who are they gonna be able to get allies
That's what I'm
with?
saying.
I've
I
seen
don't
them
think anyone
pulling the
would
boys to the
contribute.
side.
Like
I really
whoever,
don't know.
let me ask you this, of the
I think
3
so.
on the block, are any of them strong enough to survive, do you think all 3 of them are gonna get picked off really soon anyway? I guess is my question. No.
No.
Who's the one you're most scared of then?
I don't know.
Well, I will say they asked me to contribute to the fly trap last night, and I said no.
Hell yeah.
So I don't know how many. Was it 4 seeds in the end?
Ross bid 4, but it was bought for 5 by Brody.
Okay, so that means like Ross and Dylan gave 1 seed, and then Gavin had 2, I think.
How did Gavin get 2? He was at the bottom, so he didn't get any seeds from that. Did he?
No,
get his
he.
competition?
We played the Nilla Wafer thing.
Yeah.
We
so
had gotten
did he
1. Oh,
He
and
didn't
he didn't win.
I don't think that Gavin has.
No, he wasn't
had
in the bottom
one.
3.
He was in the bottom 3,
So
but
he
he
didn't
won
get
his
any.
competition, so he had 1.
He had 1.
He had 1.
So then that's the 3 that went towards the fly trap. There's 1 missing. I don't know if it matters, but how do you guys feel? Like, I just want to. How does it feel that if Dylan's uprooted, we vote Brody? If Dylan stays on the block, we vote Dylan. Or what are we feeling about Patrick?
I was ready to put up any one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like
all
they're
3
all
who I
pretty
considered are
equal.
up. So
I just
Yeah.
think Patrick.
I'm not gonna throw myself over a body of any of them. Like,
Yeah.
you want to say this, but like, I don't.
Same. I feel the same way.
I feel like
Patrick right now for
Patrick's
sure is the least of mine.
Yes.
Really?
Agreed.
Okay.
I agree.
What were you
Well,
gonna
I'm
say?
frightened of the
Like,
Patrick.
originally, I
Not
talked
frightened of it. It's just
early on.
not
I
real.
talked to you about me potentially putting up Patrick because I hadn't talked to him, but also no one's thinking about Patrick.
Thomas's.
Yeah.
Except for Thomas.
But also, if we can agree that we can get Patrick out soonish, then
Yeah.
I'm like.
I don't think he needs to be this
Yeah.
round.
Okay.
It doesn't
Especially
need
I don't
to.
think so
if
either.
one of
If you're
the
the
4 of
other
us end up in the greenhouse, or honestly like half of the cast end up in the greenhouse, I think the nominees will look very similar. Very
Yeah,
similar.
fair.
And I'm fine with that.
I agree. I feel like even though there's different sides of the house, our side, or I don't know if there's sides yet, but just the way that we're all thinking, the mindset that we have, is more in the majority.
Yes, I
Like,
agree.
I hope I'm not like.
We
off
just
on
need
that.
consensus when it comes down. Once we figure out if there's going to be an uproot, we just need consensus. Because if they somehow convince someone to vote some other way than Dylan, I just don't want strays and somehow someone else goes out. That being said, it doesn't matter who goes out this round.
Yeah, for me, like any of them, I don't.
I just don't want
I was considering putting all,
Yeah.
and they're all up. I don't care. And I only break a tie, and I don't think we have a tie.
That's fair.
But
Should we start by trying to figure out if they even are gonna have enough seats to do a fruit?
Yeah.
Oh, did Julie already have 3 between them?
I might try to. I don't know how much like pull I have with them, but I might see if they want to talk to me.
Yeah,
about
I'm
it.
gonna-
I mean,
But
Dylan did
also,
ask me for a seat
Claire
straight
said-
up. And I
Claire
said I might
said
be
she'll
good.
consider- Claire
So-
said she'll consider people who go up to her and ask to be blocked if that's a
We can go
route.
vote. Oh, I don't.
If
I
y'all
won't
think
vote.
that Thomas will vote for Patrick, I don't think it'll matter because I don't think other people are thinking Patrick, but maybe like Thomas should be blocked. I don't know.
Okay,
I don't
no,
know
I was
about
in a conversation with Thomas and Claire, and she was talking between both of us to decide who she would want to block. Thomas said that he wants to vote because he wants to vote for Patrick. So
Okay.
he already told her, I don't want to be blocked.
I feel like we're
I
back on
want
the
to
same
block.
boat of last night. We're like, but the opposite. Instead of like people like nobody was really gunning for the like the 3 of people on the block last night. Like people were like, I don't want to vote for A, but I'll vote for B or C. Like I don't care. I don't want to vote for B, but I don't really care between A and C.
5 people
like,
were willing to vote me last night.
But now
I'm
now it's the opposite. We're like, can we send all 3 out? And now it's just deciding who goes first.
I know.
And
Do you know why?
history is repeating
Why?
itself, and it's
I
so
know
funny to
Dylan
me.
and Ross
I feel
voted
like-
against me. That's the only show I know voted against me.
I feel
Okay,
like
so
as long as the remaining 2 don't get greenhouse next round, they're gonna be put on the block again.
Agreed.
mm-hmm.
And if
Come in. Hello.
Hey,
Hey, girl.
can I explain to you really quickly why you did get so many votes, even though you
Yes.
seemingly weren't?
Was it the argument
I'm
in the
gonna
room?
peace out.
Okay, so what
Just to go
happened
downstairs
was
because
is
I haven't
that
seen anyone else, and also I don't vote.
charge
So.
was I'm going for a season 4 person.
Come,
now, if
Dylan, come check in
Gavin
with me
was
later.
the one that went home, then he now was not going to fly trap a season 4 person,
He was gonna hurt.
and it was left up to random. So people were willing to like send you home so that we knew
For
for
the
a
chaos.
fact,
Yeah.
not for the chaos,
Or
so,
I
that
mean,
we,
yeah,
so that we knew
for the
for a
certainty.
fact that Brody would target a season 4 person because everyone was like, well, we don't want to be fly traps. And then it was even brought up that he would go for 2 people of a similar caliber to Gavin, and a lot of people interpreted that as winners, i.e. me and Brandon, which a lot of people were not okay with that.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, I'm just getting to
You're good.
recap. So
Yeah.
that's why you got
Good
so
morning.
many votes. It wasn't that you were the target, it was that people didn't want chaos with Brody in a fly trap and no one knew he was going for.
He foot and mouthed last night, and he still thinks he didn't. And that's just why Everyone said season 3 with me. Neutralize the chaos, common goal, get him out, we'll restart, more or less. And I just think that is way more effective. And I'm not just saying this because you're here. I just think it's more effective to take out the head of the snake so the snake stops moving.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm just gonna campaign in a sense. I'm looking to uproot because I know Patrick's also looking to uproot, so it's gonna be one of us two.
Why do y'all feel that y'all are the target and not Brody?
He's a great shield.
I'd rather play with certainty.
Same.
I learned my lesson, but I'm sure maybe people are
Some
saying
people
that.
like some people were even said to me that he is a shield, so that kind of told me that they might be voting my way in a sense, which makes me nervous, obviously. So I'm just trying to remove myself from that. That being said, if we go into the vote, Birdie's a perfectly fine option for me to vote out.
Yeah.
Like I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get myself off the block here, so I'm campaigning for any seeds if anyone would like to contribute. I'm at 2 right now, and I need a 3rd.
To start the
Yeah,
day.
and Patrick is doing a similar campaign, right?
I really need to go talk to everyone else.
I can promise you, Dylan,
So-
I won't be giving my seed to one of them. I don't know if I'm going to give it away at all.
Yeah.
But I just want to let you know,
at
I'm not helping
minimum,
them.
please don't give to them, at minimum. If you don't give to me, that's,
Yeah.
that's
Not doing
fine.
that.
But
Deal.
don't give to them.
Yeah.
And so how many you say you have again?
2. I
That's
still
fine.
haven't grabbed mine.
Yeah.
Okay. Who do you feel closest to in the game?
Honestly, Shane and I have
It's
kind of...
humor. If you plan to bid, do so soon.
Okay. I'll do that.
Maybe go do your rounds then.
Yeah.
Shane is someone I feel pretty close to. He kind of guaranteed me safety in that first round, and I appreciated that. And I'm willing to extend that further to him. I do feel good with y'all too, just being point blank. None of
So
y'all.
if not, you do have a suggestion on which of the other 2 you think is a smart move to get up?
I don't care. Being frank about it.
Okay.
It's in that stage where preservation
Is the
over
priority,
targeting.
yeah, that's fair.
Obviously, Birdie is a long-term threat, and he always makes it to the end because everyone uses him as shield.
Yeah.
On the flip side, Patrick is an under-the-radar threat, so I see value in either one of them.
I want to go talk to other people because I haven't got to yet. And I think if he's telling you to bid, I feel like you should probably go.
Yeah.
Are we going straight into voting after
Yes.
auction?
Yes. Straight into
Okay,
banishment.
so let's go.
Okay, hi.
Hi.
So, they had told me that you were gonna go up.
Okay.
Because, like, we agreed that they would just, like, tell me. I'm glad you got a seat out of it.
Yeah, I made him switch last second because Jessica didn't want to nominate me, but I was like, it's fine. If I'm gonna get nominated anyway, I want to see.
Are you planning on doing anything? Like, planning on uprooting?
If someone bids on uproot, I'm gonna bid on uproot.
Okay.
But if no one bids on uproot, I think I should stay. But I am scared because powerful people want me out.
I think all 3 that are up there are powerful and it can be swayed anyway.
Yeah.
I don't want to vote for you.
Okay.
The only case I would vote for you is if it's, like, becomes unanimous and I
Yeah.
don't want to be the only one against
And
it.
I understand that. I think.
Is there anyone that you want to make sure is voting? Like, do you have a preference? It's not me promising anything, but I do have to block 2 people.
I think it'll come down to once I get a better feel for where the votes are gonna go, as far as like who it's between, because I don't want Birdie to go either personally, just because I think he's a good shield, and I feel like he would work with me over other people.
Yeah.
And I just kind of want to see how it goes before I make a request to block certain people.
If you end up staying on the block and don't use uproot, can I ask that you give our seed to me? That way it doesn't get burned.
Yeah, I can give you.
Just in
you
case.
one.
And it can go back in your cup after if you stay in.
That's actually gonna be tough because our seed hunt is like once one of us like uses like he touches a seed, like the seed hunt's like over. That's how it works. So like for me to give you that seed, I would have to like end our seed hunt. But I'll go talk to the other people because we said when someone's on the block, we'd be okay with like allowing us to go and fuck with our seeds.
I just like, I know we're like sharing a seed and I don't want it to get burned potentially,
Yeah.
so I would like hold it for safekeeping if you don't uproot yourself.
Yeah.
I don't want to vote for you.
Okay. Do you have any ties to Dylan and or Birdie?
No.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go feel it out, but I think the move might be Dylan. But I don't know. Would you have any bearing over who between the two?
I have no idea.
Okay. Then we'll feel it out, and I'll check back in with you before, because the auction should be long since they're gonna do that for the block.
Okay.
Awesome.
But I wanted to touch base and make sure we were good.
Yeah, yeah.
And talk about the seed thing.
I feel good with you, yeah. And I was nervous, but hopeful that I'm not a big target compared to these two people.
Yeah.
Which we'll see.
I think you can position yourself well against them.
Yeah, I do.
Hello.
Hi.
I am Jessica.
Yeah, I'm nervous.
Yes. Okay, so how are you feeling? Like, how was this round, going for you? How did last night go?
I mean,
Are y'all general?
Yeah,
We're getting to know each other.
yeah, yeah.
So I think it's been pretty good so far for me. It's obviously a lot of chaos and a lot of things to keep track of.
Yeah.
But luckily for me, I don't think I am being looked at too closely right now.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. It's feeling okay so far. How are you feeling?
Yeah. That's how it's feeling for me too. It's okay so far. I got Sunflower, but I think it's a double-edged sword. Like, I think it's ironic and iconic that, this is, my first time in round 2, and I got, the quote-unquote most powerful position. But it was a double-edged sword because the biggest thing with this game, especially me wanting to, go further in this game, is I did not want any target on my back. I really wanted to support until we got to a smaller number to really maneuver and stuff like that. Because right now, how it is it's a super social game of if people are getting seeds, they're retaliating, they're forming, their transaction, that kind of thing. So for me, it's, I would say, anybody's game.
Yeah.
Because we think we have these powers, we think we have the seeds, but it really comes down to people that actually do it. Because there's a lot of talk and less action, and that's what it is I'm waiting for when there are fewer numbers where the talk and the action is kind of equal.
Yeah.
Because right now it's really outweighed, so it's a social game, and that's what makes it anybody's game for me. So, for me, I just want to put my feelers out there and tell everybody I am here for support, But I also want to put light that I'm not too weak to support anything something that's bigger or substantial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would say from my perspective of your game,
Can I pop into this?
I think we'll take a second.
Fine.
So I think from my perspective of your game,
Yeah.
the good news, I don't think Sunflower is going to make you too much of a target right now.
Yeah.
Especially considering the people that you chose and how they feel about it.
Yes.
I think from a position of grabbing power, the only thing I've heard about that for you is that people respect you for it, they're happy for you.
Holler.
So I don't think that this was a bad move for you by any means. I think the sword has one edge. I think you're fine. You are wielding the edge.
And I'm holding the handle, baby.
Yes.
The handle's, the sword's not in me.
No. I
Yes.
think Sunflower is protecting you and no one is upset about that right now.
Awesome.
So the downside is that I think there might be a little more certainty in the house than, I don't really have a grasp on it, but I think some stronger groups are forming.
Yeah.
And I don't know that you are necessarily being included
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
in those. Okay.
I'm not in them either.
I know.
Yeah. So
I feel
that is my concern for you, is
Yeah.
that you're one of the people no one has a problem with,
Right.
but no one is
Yeah,
rallying for
Yes.
us. And so
Oh wait.
it's so tempting, and that's what I've always done, is
Yeah.
we're I'll figure it out when there's smaller groups. Isn't that what everyone does? It's not what
Right.
other people are doing. They're figuring that
Yeah.
out now.
Right.
And so waiting is almost like doing your own game. And so
Yeah.
I'm trying to get a little more certainty.
So I'm trying to get the uproot if possible here.
Okay.
Would you be willing to contribute to that at all? I have 2 seeds as of right now. I'm looking for the 3rd.
Okay. I don't know if you need it.
So here's the thing. I don't think Brody's being voted out, regardless. I don't know if I beat Patrick in a vote or not, and I'd rather not gamble it a little bit.
Yeah.
But I understand if you don't want to get a seed regardless. Yeah.
Well, it's my soul seed.
That's fair.
So I am trying to be a little cautious of it. I'm not saying no.
Yeah.
But let me let me get through a little bit more of the auction.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't want to see you go. So if I can talk to more people and if it looks like it's swinging in your direction, I'll come and talk to you.
Okay.
Because I don't think you should go.
I'd hope not to. And I do think we do still kind of have that connection from our hors d'oeuvres thing
Yeah.
with Shane as well.
Okay,
And
I haven't talked to Shane, so I need
he's
to.
in there.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, I was just coming to ask.
Yeah, I had to talk to Brody because I literally targeted him, but that was because if he gets out, I get 2 seats.
I guess
so,
it is a
yeah.
little beneficial for you to go here, or for him to go here, in that sense.
Well, it was kind of like, and I told him this, like, he's not an actual target for me.
Yeah.
He is clearly like a public enemy #1,
So
so,
he's
it
gonna go
made
at some
sense to
point
just
in
put him
time.
as the target, and then if he does go, good for me.
Yeah, it's a
You know,
win-win.
so right, so and he knows that, so he's fine with that. But let me buzz around the house and try and get
I'll loop back
get
to
a
you.
feel. Okay, great.
So, you want a bag?
The bag. Girl, you're on the. You're not
On the
nominated.
board.
Are you nominated?
I'm on the board.
You're not nominated.
Okay.
Slay.
What?
I felt as if I could put you as a target and we'd still be okay.
Yeah, I don't care.
I wanted to put Brody, but Brandon already took it. And I figured like this could like sort of be used to our advantage to like make people perceive that we're not.
Honestly,
together.
I literally don't care
Mhm.
about it because I felt the same way. And it kind of goes with the narrative of me and you. What I want to do is just say, from my perspective, I have not lied to you in this game. I legitimately trust you. And I want to keep you in the game because you are going to be a huge fucking target just like me.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything in this game, and
Yeah.
people are saying my name.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
So I want just to make sure you're good with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I want you to be good with me as well.
I didn't want to actually put up my real targets because I just didn't want to make it clear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, who do you feel closest to in this game? That maybe we can like start working together on like maybe
I don't have really anyone like that I'm absolutely closest to. I'm generally working with Jessica and Abrielle, actually.
I fucking love both of them.
I'm working with sort of kind of Brady. I'm working with you clearly and Brody.
I want Brody to stay.
Mhm.
I don't trust me and you talked about this last night. I don't trust Dylan.
I prefer to get Patrick out this round.
Patrick?
I smoothed things over with Dylan,
Dylan?
earlier this morning.
The only thing is Dylan.
Whoa! Here we go.
The only thing is Dylan. In my nomination block, the only conversation I had with him was he was not comfortable with who we're comfortable with.
Yeah, yeah.
He named Abrielle and Lily.
And if you asked me last round, I would have wanted to go after Dylan. I just know that Patrick, like, I just know he would be easily, like, without blinking his eye, like, target me.
You think so? I think it'd be stupid of him to do that because, like you said, he's one of the 4 biggest targets in the game. Me, you, Brody, and him.
Patrick?
Yeah.
Sure, but, like, I also just have not spoken to him.
Yeah.
I've spoken to
All good.
Dylan more,
Yeah.
truthfully.
Yeah.
So my goal is Patrick this week.
Okay.
And I'd rather not split votes because I think a large portion of people are going against Brody. So I think our best shot is that.
Yeah.
Hey,
what's up?
So, just letting it be known, I'm starting making my pitches to
Uh-huh.
get seeds for an uproot.
Okay.
If you guys would feel comfortable,
Okay.
I would like the seeds.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. If not, I understand.
I have none.
I do.
You burned yours.
I do have a seed. I would just like to know who you would be voting for if you do.
I do not care.
Okay.
Straight up, I do not care.
Are you trying to get Flytrap?
Uproot? No.
We
can get that.
I don't think there's enough seats even in the game.
I like the ambition though. Wait.
That's what it sounded like because he said vote for it and seeds and everything.
If y'all want me to go one way, I literally don't care between the two of them. I feel just about as even with them. So
Yeah.
Is there a route you would rather me go if I am uprooted?
I just think I don't want Brody out this round.
That's fair. I'm fine with getting Patrick here.
Mhm.
I did tell you earlier, I believe, Brody was pitching for you to go up on the block instead of his place, but obviously that didn't happen.
Yeah.
So he does have some kind of target on your back. That being said, I'm fine with going out Patrick here.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want you out of the three. Like you're the.
I'm just
that I don't
worried
want.
that no one's gonna vote the other two as like shields,
Mhm.
and like I'm just the denominator essentially.
Right. I see that.
That's why I'm trying to avoid the vote altogether.
Okay. How many seats do you have for uproot?
I currently have 2, and I've had 2 other people tell me that they would contribute if I can convince someone else to, because they think Brody's going to try to outbid me.
Okay.
And I can ask for those other people first and then come back to you. I guess just my main thing would be for you to not give them to the other people.
Gotcha. I see.
At minimum, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty.
Okay. Can I talk to you separately?
You also haven't talked to him.
I know. I want to talk to all
Yeah, I can leave if all 3 of y'all want to talk.
I actually do want to talk to Claire. Just
Okay, one-on-one?
Yeah. Sorry.
I'll let you go. We'll talk after.
Yes.
Hey, I don't want Brody going here, just so you know. And I know that's advantageous for your game. I'm trying to uproot myself, just to give myself some security in some sense. And I'm letting you know, because you are objectively, I think, the girl I trust the most. The guys are starting to get really concerned about an all-girls alliance, because it's now been 6 guys nominated, and all the guys were booted before the 2 girl teams.
There's not an all-girls alliance. Like, I can confirm that as someone that, like... But I made sure to talk to all the women last night, because... And I said point blank, like, we can roll the tape. Like, I was like, I'm not saying let's make a girls alliance, but I am saying that, like... Men tend to dominate the conversations in larger groups. So, like, let's make sure that we talk.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So I think the girls are vibing.
And that's what I think
like,
it is, but I now think there's that perception of a
Yeah.
change. And I'm just going to tell you, I think if a guy gets in Greenhouse, they're going to nominate 2 or all 3 girls if it's like that. I'm just being frank about it.
Yeah.
I'm not looking to target you in that sense. I don't even think I'm necessarily looking to target 2 girls if I am like Sunflower next round or anything. I'd probably do 1 boy and girl.
I think out of the girls, I am not towards the top that people need to worry about.
I think you're like not the bottom necessarily, but I don't think you're at anyone's priority tier
Yeah.
list or anything.
I also did want to ask you, because I'm not promising anything with blocked votes, but I did want to talk to the nominees if they like had preferences on people they definitely wanted to vote that like you wouldn't want me to block. And like I said, I'm not promising anything. I'm ultimately going to give banked votes to people that I think will
Use it.
help me in the future, but I want to take all that into consideration.
In that sense, I guess something that would benefit me and I think might benefit you, I'm not sure how close you are with her, but maybe Lily as one person, and then maybe Christian. Those would be 2 people I could consider. That would be advantageous for me and might be advantageous for you. I don't know exactly where everything is for you. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Side conversation about the uproot. I know that's probably a weird position for you to offer me a seat, but if you have any.
I'm in a position where I gave away a seed last night and I just got one back, and I am not. Here's the thing, and I've told so many people this, and I'm sorry, America, that this is repetitive, but last night no one wanted to talk strategy with me because I was immune and had a blocked vote, and today no one started talking strategy with me until just now, because it's all been like, well, if you want to give me a banked vote, then give me a banked vote. So like, I don't really know where I stand with people outside of powers.
Yeah.
And so like, this is like the one thing I'm assured that I have.
No, keep it in that sense. With that, I'm going to start a campaign for other people to get their seats for uproot. Thank you. Good luck to you too. I mean,
I know Ross and Christian both want to talk to me.
Just to let you know,
I remembered in the middle of our convo, right when Dylan walked in, Dylan and Patrick are super close outside the game. So I think you're on the right track of let's do something about that.
Yeah.
So I'm good with whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
We'll keep talking this game, but I'm good with whatever to rock with you. Okay.
Okay. Ross.
I agree with everything she's saying. And also, did something happen to where you were like, I'm gonna nominate Brody, or like you just couldn't?
It was really inevitable, as in I did not, like, the whole time, and if that's what you heard, it was true. The whole time, I didn't want to put up Brody because it was too obvious to me, and I hate playing into someone else's game.
Yeah.
But when the greenhouse all came together, because when they came to me, I was like, I need y'all because I don't know who the heck, you know. But when they came to me, you know, we listed out some options, and he was just in everyone. And as you saw, like, he already was in the seat, like, he knew. So it was kind of like an inevitable thing, and also, like, with Sunflower, you give them a seed. So I thought, like, if he knew, if it was inevitable, then also giving him a seed might be good faith. Yeah. So that's what it was. Yeah. And then you knew I was like big breaks on no Pat. I'm not saying Pat's name unless it isn't good. So that's how it was.
No, I appreciate that.
I was like, nah.
And I don't plan on bidding for Uproot unless someone else bids on Uproot.
Okay. What sucks is that from here, I don't have a vote, so I can't, you know, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You can still be influencing though.
Yeah, no, I'm here to push.
I would like that.
I'm here to push, make a whirlpool.
So, from my point of view, I think,
Yeah. But let me hear her point of view first.
so I think a lot of people kind of want you and Brody gone as some of the bigger threats. And I think that's maybe the majority and kind of the stronger alliances. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly where everybody's at, but the sense I'm getting is that some of the stronger, more certain groups would like to see you and or Brody gone. Dylan, meanwhile, has made some enemies and is starting to act very shady toward the other half
Absolutely,
of the house.
that's also right.
And so I feel like if votes get split between you and Brody, and then the other sort of half of people are against Dylan,
I like that.
I don't know where things are going necessarily.
Yeah.
So I think there's kind of an
Less
open
Ross.
You've got some stuff to work with.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. That like as long as all three of us are up there, I do feel.
Can I join?
Yeah, please.
There's just no guarantees right now.
I know, and I was just telling them if someone bid on Uproot, I would try to outbid them, just because I feel more comfortable with there being three people up there.
Yeah.
But I agree with what you're saying. That like I think it would be easier to paint the target on Dylan.
Yeah.
As opposed to unless it's like unanimous on Brody, then like okay, like
I just don't see why it would need to be.
Yeah.
He's always a threat, but right now he is alone.
Do you have any inkling over?
I don't know where it's going. I know it's not
Okay.
you, but I haven't talked to anyone.
I have no idea.
Like, that's what I think.
Okay.
Do you know?
I just heard that Uproot is being considered to be played by
Your boy.
Oh,
Do
Dylan.
you know how many seats? I mean, do you know how many seats he has?
I think he says he has 2, so it's not even enough.
Okay, I have 3 right now, so that's cool.
Yeah, I think if Uproot was going to be bid on, it would cause a slight bidding.
It's gonna be bid on.
Yeah.
Whether between you or Dylan, Marley's gonna take it.
So I think, I do think though, like to shift sides from that, as in like, I think it's gonna like. What I'm saying is, I think multiple people are gonna bid on Uproot.
Yeah.
You know, like 2 people are gonna bid on it.
Yeah, I mean, if he bids, I have to bid. Just
I don't
'cause-
think there's any way Brody does.
Oh yeah, I think he's.
He already borrowed seeds last round, so he is already in debt and can't do it. So he's stuck.
I think it's to a disadvantage because, like you heard too, Dylan's like isolating himself, as in like he didn't play a clean game last time, but clean slate looking at this game, I heard that he's like even going around saying people don't deserve to be here, don't deserve to be an all-star. He said that, and he listed like
To you?
no. Well, here's the tea. Here's the tea all to shade. Is that he told Abrielle this, and he was like, I don't think people deserve to be in All Stars, and he listed like 3 to 5 people, and Abrielle and Abrielle was one of them. And then he said, if I go for Upper, he's back inside. If I go for Upper, would you give me a seed? After telling her she didn't deserve to be here.
And that list included me,
Yes.
Lily,
I'm sorry.
Brady, and Gabrielle.
Hey, Dylan. Actually, I just have to pass through. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, see, these are my people.
Yeah.
Presently.
I'm gonna hop into this room.
And then you were on Alice.
No, so
No.
he is. So that's yeah. So that's my fault.
Can I just hop in or?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So that's what it's about. Is that I don't, and that's what I talked about with the Green House. Is that I don't have a vote, but if I had to like form and talk and push that kind of stuff, I definitely I'm not about.
Yeah.
Because of that, you know, and the audacity.
Say it to her face.
To say it to her face and then ask her for a seat. Dylan listed
some
people
weren't deserving of being in Hall.
I did hear him say that yesterday.
But then-
that I can confirm.
But then he said it to Abrielle's face and then said, like, if I bid on Uproot or bid on something, can I have your seed? Can I have a seed?
After telling her she didn't deserve to be here.
So I think the audacity.
He was asking me for a seed.
I think he knows I mean, look, between me, Patrick, and Dylan, I think there's a chance any one of us goes just because of who we are.
Yeah.
Just being realistic.
Sounding like Dylan at this point now.
It sounded like Dylan, but there's also we're in conversation with Patrick.
So that's what it is that I don't know how his seed accumulation is going, but if Birdie's not the person else to bid on Uproot, and you are, I would give you a seed because I don't want Dylan to have Uproot.
I love that.
I just gave you a seed, bitch.
That's back to back.
Well, that's what it is that like discovering that and how the nominees are right now. I mean, that's how I'm feeling. And I don't have a vote, so that's what I have right now. It's a single seed. I would love to carry it into the next round. Like if someone else has like 2 seeds to give it. But let me tell you, I'm feeling the seed flow. Like I'm being optimistic. Like I'm gonna get Mo. But what I'm saying is that like that's where I'm going. Is that I definitely know that Uproot is in play. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely.
Yeah.
No, you're good. I'm definitely willing to put on it. I have 3 seats right now, so I wouldn't.
So that's what it is.
Yeah. So I don't think he could outbid me, and the main reason that I wouldn't bid on it would be if like us 3 were good and I felt safe.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk with you before bidding on
Yeah, because I think I didn't think Christian needed to do it yesterday, but I understand
Oh, he
the.
did.
Oh, did he?
I
didn't.
Oh no! I like the last second.
I heard his name upstairs.
We were all outside, and
I think Christian needed to.
Oh really? It was gonna switch.
I didn't think he needed to.
The last thing I had heard, and to be fair, I didn't go upstairs at any point. I had been hearing Christian.
Oh, they were talking up there about
If Christian stayed in, I think. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Because the thing is, well, I heard a lot of people saying like, oh, there's one person I'm with and 2 people I don't care. But the only person I heard against was like, Christian is the one. He's the only person I heard people campaigning against.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my knee.
Sorry that this guy is.
There's someone in here.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really
I'll use
hard
your
to
vote.
really
I know,
like,
yeah.
but any chance that I can take, like as in like it'll come through.
Yeah, but I'm nervous that's not gonna happen.
But then do I need a bid on Uproot? Is the question. Outbid him.
So part of me wants him to use his seeds and then go for him next round and just get Dylan out this round.
But are people gonna really vote Dylan or are they gonna vote me?
I don't know.
And I want to let you know, you and Shakira need to like break up a little bit because she's following you around
Yeah.
and she's sketching people out. She's sketching me out.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have not talked with her. Every time I try to talk,
Yeah.
it's like I'm getting feedback that is not good.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm against her by any means, but
Mhm.
I don't think she wants to keep me.
Yeah.
Like I think she will vote me.
Right.
So
I'm not protective of Shakira this game.
I know. I don't want you to get grouped with her because I
Yeah.
want to work with you, like
Yeah.
I told you.
Yeah.
And so, just letting you know that. Do you think it's me?
Not right now.
I don't know I don't think it's the right
I just
choice.
haven't talked to
but-
all the voters.
Okay.
So.
I just want to check in with you. If you hear my name, just let me know if you don't mind. I think we're gonna need. I don't know.
I've heard all three, to be honest.
Yeah. So, from who, if you don't mind me asking? Like, who's the leader against me?
I mean, I know Lily is definitely against you, but I don't necessarily see her as like leading a charge
Mhm.
to get
Which
you
is
out.
so interesting because I trust her so much.
Right. I think that that's kind of all I know for certain.
Okay.
Seems like everyone else is kind of like, just keep Bernie in for now because he's like a distraction.
That's kind of what I think, but people are gonna do what they're gonna do.
So I don't know. I already need a nap. I don't know. I'm kind of blank right now.
Okay.
To be honest.
All good. Just checking in with you.
I don't know who's where.
Yeah. I need to go talk with people.
I don't have a good pulse.
Okay. Well, let's chat later.